Welcome everyone. This presentation focuses on AMD's acquisition of ZT Systems, a move that reflects not just a financial transaction, but a deep strategic transformation. Over the next 10 minutes, we will explore with why this acquisition matters, how it shapes AMD capabilities, and what lessons we can extract from a change management perspective. We will apply organizational change concepts, analyze changes and successes, and conclude with actionable recommendations. AMD has moved beyond its original identity as a CPU manufacturer. Today, it is one of the most aggressive players in the AI computer race, pushing into data centers, AI accelerators, and high bandwidth memory solutions. The 57-year-over-year growth in their data center business shows that their shift from consumer chips to AI and enterprise infrastructure is resonating with the market. However, they still lacked full-stack deployment capabilities, especially around AI server infrastructure. This gap is what led them to ZT Systems.
Hi, my name is Fernanda. I will talk about the ZT company. ZT Systems is one of the largest players in custom infrastructure, though they operate mostly behind the scenes. Their expertise in deploying full rack systems on demand made them an ideal fit for hyperscale needs. With over $10 billion in revenue and relationships with the top hyperscale customers, ZT became a strategic acquisition for AMD. What AMD gains here isn't just hardware. It's a delivery model, client network, and deployment agility. Now I will explain the context change. AMD's competitors, especially NVIDIA, were gained ground by offering an integrated stack, hardware, systems, and software. AMD's strategy has now evolved from chip-only to system-led. The ZT acquisition wasn't opportunistic. It was mission critical to scaling their AI ambitions. By combining AMD's Stink GPUs and ROCm software with ZT infrastructure capacity, they create a platform that delivers full rack AI solutions.
Hi, this is MD Halal Mia. I am a member of group number 4. So I am going to present our presentations. Our presentation topic is analyzing AMD's acquisition of ZT Systems. So the slide number 5. Types of change. Strategic change. New direction to capture AI infrastructure market. Structural change. Integration of ZT teams into AMD's data center unit. Vertical integration. Owning more of the AI solution value chain. Planned versus emergent change. Reflects a deliberate top-down transformation. Emotional dynamics. Navigating uncertainty and organizational identity shifts. Hello everyone, this is MD Halal Mia. I am a member of Group 4. So now I am going to represent our presentation. Our presentation topic is analyzing AMD's acquisition of ZT Systems. So now I present slide number 6. What worked? Integration success. The point is retain key engineering talent and leadership from ZT, accelerated rollout of rack scale system, example Hillis rack, strengthen hyperscaler partnership. And last point, divestiture of ZT's manufacturing arm expected to recover $3 billion. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Shruti Nandish and I'm part of Group 4 project. Today I'll be discussing about the SWOT analysis and the challenges during the merger between ZT Systems and AMD. Strengths: ZT brings rack scale design expertise and hyperscaler relationships, so AMD now delivers a full stack proposition: chips, systems and software. Weakness: integration friction is real. AMD's chip first R&D and ZT's deploy first fast ethos don't always align, and that will slow down the process. Opportunities: global AI infra spend could surpass $500 billion by 2028, and AMD now has both silicon and system delivery credentials to capture a bigger slice. Coming to threats, NVIDIA still holds roughly 80 to 88% of the AI accelerator market, so the execution window is very tight, and if integration stalls or EPS accretion slips, investor confidence could falter, making the next 12 to 8 months pivotal. Moving on to the next slide, where we discuss about some of the challenges and what did not work. So the first one is the high acquisition cost and investor expectations. AMD invested around $4.9 billion, expected to be accretive on a non-GAAP basis by late 2025. Following the announcement, AMD's stock rose 1 to 3%, reflecting initial optimism, but the market's now closely watching EPS acceleration timelines. Culture and process misalignment. Picture this: AMD's engineers used month-long silicon cycles are suddenly expected to run ZT's rapid rack deployment relay. It's like switching rule books mid-race. These hybrid team friction design versus deploy mindset can slow integration and dampen the morale. Emotional dynamics and change leadership. As per Swengensen, mergers trigger identity anxiety. Am I still valued? Leaders must validate both the teams, create shared purpose, and reinforce new rituals to build cohesion. Software ecosystem and investor sentiment. ROCM's maturity is still catching up to NVIDIA's CUDA system, meaning hyperscalers may hesitate without proven tool chains. Thank you.
As we can see from its strategic movements, AMD is thinking long-term. The AI infrastructure market is projected to be worth over $500 billion before the end of this decade, and its infrastructure providers are expected to benefit immensely from it. With products such as the MI350 and the MI400 high-performance accelerators, and the Helios rack-scale solution, AMD is very well positioned to supply the constantly evolving AI market. And these are just the beginning. Future M&A plans, such as the Inosemi acquisition for high-speed interconnect developments, shows their ambition to build the scalable AI backbone. AMD is now positioned to address this market opportunity from multiple fronts. The acquisition of ZT Systems by AMD is a high-impact movement that is set to reshape its competitive posture. From a change management perspective, it is a multidimensional shift involving company structure, market strategy, and deeper control over its value chain. According to Svenningson and Sorgard, long-term embedding of change requires sustainable leadership commitment, alignment of systems and culture, and an iterative process of reinforcing new practices. Some of the challenges we discussed were the high investments needed, their long timelines, and the integration of its verticalized operation. The success of AMD's strategy will depend on its execution, divesting from non-critical initiatives, selecting meaningful KPIs, acting and tracking them properly, building further partnerships, and aligning its people and its tools. AMD now has the pieces to compete with Intel and, most importantly, with NVIDIA. The next phase is integrating them into a unified engine and embedding this transformation into the organizational DNA.